Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is Dr. Obsidia. We're going to be continuing our little adventure here today. And we're going to be trying to establish a place for dumping our polluted water, as well as probably starting to develop our farm. The very first parts of our farm here. Alright, so there's a lot of CO2 here, actually. And I would like to just kind of carve all of this out right in this area for dumping our water. There's some coal here, which is good. And just to kind of explore and see what's over here is kind of a good idea. I'm worried about this, though, this slime. So I don't want to cut into that just yet. Let's go ahead and give them... we're going to drop a shaft... right next to this right here. Whoops. And we're going to go ahead and carve... well, first we want to harvest these guys if we can get to them. And I would like to just carve this all out. Here. Not that one though. Get that muck root before then. And then I'm going to make a storage bin only for copper, because there's a lot of copper right there. So let's go ahead and copy a storage bin. Whoops, don't need that one. Down here there's no oxygen. CO2 will fall down and oxygen will stay up here. We also need to think about building a generator. So I think we're going to go ahead and build a manual generator right here. And we're going to get a diffuser right nearby, and we're going to need a battery. Put a battery right next to it. To keep the wires tidy, I'm gonna drop them down. It does make a little bit more wire in this case, but overall I would think it would be a little more organized and better. I'm afraid with all this CO2, the air pressure, although it seems like it's kind of low, might start pushing up here. Got a lot of natural gas over here. Start getting some mealwood here. Alright, so this is only going to be our copper ore. You guys talking to Abe? He's sleeping. Leave him alone. A lot of carbon dioxide up there too. We're gonna have to deal with a lot of carbon dioxide, I think. My goal is kind of to carve all of this out right here and get that copper out of there as much as possible. Gotta watch out a little bit for the slime. Oops. Some of that collapsed. We can go ahead and close this off now. There's some polluted oxygen, some carbon dioxide down here. This is a slime lung. I just want to stay away from slime lung right now. You can imagine probably why. There's going to be a lot of CO2 that's falling down in this area as it kind of drops down below. It's going to fall down here for sure. So I think one way to deal with that right now in the short term is just to get some algae growth down here. That'll solve some of it. We're going to want to build a research center as well. So let's dig out. I'll avoid that oxalite. I don't want to destroy that. For now. I don't know if this is the greatest place to drop down that shaft I was thinking about. And just because there's so much copper here, it seems like digging out a place right here might be a little bit better. And then just using this as my copper mine or something for now. It's going to take a while to get all that copper out. So I think if I just sink a shaft right down in here. They can't dig that out. That's okay. They don't have to. We've got our little area here set up for our research. So pop a research station there, and I would like to get a door going there. And I'm gonna build the floor. We need some power, run into that. There we go. And a farm. I wonder if the best place to farm would be right down in here. And our bug is down here too. Of course, there's a lot of natural gas and stuff falling down this way, so this might get a little bit heavy in gas. We could just run the farm this way, too, in the middle. Some thimble reed here. Oh, security door. There's something built over here. I'm not sure what that would be. Pick that up. Dave's busy digging out the floor here. Insufficient oxygen. That's okay, we've still got a lot of oxalite working. I'm not too worried about that right now. We've got our oxygen diffusers as well. I'm going to be digging out a lot more space, so it'll be pumping out a lot more oxygen. Especially here. A lot of the CO2 is going to fall down here. Because CO2 is heavier than air, so it does fall to the bottom. You can see it already kind of falling down here. They are starting to dig out our shaft here. I'm going to get a bottle emptier. And let's see. I may put it down below. It does kind of make a little bit of a mess. We don't need it to be sitting up here. But then again, just having them drop it off is easy enough too. I think we'll put it right there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel that. No, you know, I think it's probably okay. Let's just leave it right there. Okay, research is ready to go. So let's start looking at some of our research here. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I think I want some basic farming first. We'll get some good stuff out of that. Let's see, who's going to be the one to do the research? I think that's going to be Lyra. Lyra? Lyra's going to run up here and do some research. But she's going to be pretty happy about that too. Our food supplies are still holding out. We're able to gather a little bit of extra stuff. There's some more muckroot up here if we have to go grab some emergency food. Bottle emptiers there. We're not gonna turn it on just yet. Go ahead and dig out this copper while I'm here as well. I'm not sure what that thing is. Dig it out. Just see what they are in there. Might be some animal or something. It'll drop down and we're gonna dump polluted water on it. That'll be nice. These little polluted water do give off, I think, they give off polluted oxygen. It says at a rate of 0 kilograms per second, so I guess maybe it doesn't give off much. Is there a science area? I think there is a place to do science, if I remember right. Miscellaneous, no. Maybe not. I thought there was a place to do science. That's why I kind of put the sciencey stuff in this room, but I guess not. Okay. Okay, our research is complete. We're gonna start doing a little bit of oxygen management down here in the CO2 zones. Got some CO2 here. I don't want polluted water anywhere near that. There's going to be CO2 falling down this way too, so I think having one here is probably okay too. A terrarium, algae terrarium. The algae terrarium, if you're wondering, they do produce oxygen. They turn the CO2 into oxygen. They do give off, they use dirt. They do give off some polluted water. CO2 is consumed. And they give off a little bit of oxygen. It helps to manage the CO2 levels. And we got a lot of CO2 around us and not much oxygen, so we're going to be fighting against it. Unless we find some more oxalite, and I don't see any that's readily available to us. Might not be able to reach these ones on the side here, and that's okay. They don't have to. We can just dig out a place to dump our water in. Doesn't have to be that deep. Actually, I don't think we're gonna need that much water in there. Gosman's having a little bit of error trouble. All right, somebody gained some skill. Abe. Abe is our, well, he's doing a little bit of everything, isn't he? A little bit of strength, a little bit of animal husbandry. He does like digging. Who was our excavator? Did we have an excavator? I think Abe was our excavator. Abe's kind of going to do excavation, I think. And he does like carrying stuff, too. Let's go ahead and do excavation for him. We should give him his hat, too. Oh. Sorry, Abe. I'll get your hat here in a second. There you go. There's your helmet. He's pretty happy about that. And he's off to work. Okay, well, yeah, you can go in from that way. That's probably fine. Getting to be towards the end of our food supply here, I think. We're gonna have to really start thinking about what we're gonna do for food. And that's pretty easy. We can make some pretty nasty stuff for them to eat. Okay. Research is available. So we're gonna gonna need some food here pretty soon. Where was the food at that we did? Or I think we already did this one. Yeah, so we can now make some stuff. We can plant now with the planter's box. The next level up is the farm tile, which is also good, but we're not going to do with that yet, just yet. Don't care about the water cooler. We don't need medicine just yet. We're not really interested in pipes or liquids. Light, no, we're okay. I think, yeah, okay, so the next level up, yeah, I think we'll just go for meal prep. Since food seems to be fairly important to staying alive. I don't know if he can jump that high, actually, if we get him there. We'll have to put another ladder down. Put a wall here once we get this dug out. Hopefully it's not some bug that jumps in our water and pollutes it. It's already pretty dangerous because of the slime mold. Seal it off right away. Oh, no, it's a muck root. Nice when the supplies are right next to where you're trying to build. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get over to this stuff. Point earned by Mima. And okay, so now we're emitting oxygen and consuming a lot of carbon dioxide. So eating a lot of carbon dioxide, putting out some pollution as far as polluted water goes. And Mima gained a level here. And Mima is our carrier person here, was improved carry, and does like doing research, is not that good at it. Likes doing construction. We could definitely use somebody who likes to do construction. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. And Mima is in building and tidying, but we're definitely up the building here as well. Might have jammed this a little bit too close together because we would like to slide down a pole here. So I may have to move this down the road. Kind of forgot to leave a space next to them. I did here, I can cut this out, but yeah, you could use the pole somewhere else too. It doesn't have to be on one side. It could be on another place too. Just drop the water there. Somebody else was taking care of it for you? I don't know. just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go ahead and build there we go. Build up some walls here just a little bit. Protect the water somewhat. Kind of a weird shape for a pool. And then these can just be canceled. We'll let them build that up and then we're going to sweep it out. Oh wait, I did want to dig that out. And Lyra is gaining a level here, and Lyra is our resident scientist, so we're going to go ahead and give her that. So she can be a researcher. Need some more research going here. Maybe we can start the colony development so we can get to advanced research eventually too. If we look at our oxygen, you can see it's already starting to solve a little bit of our CO2 problems down here. Quite a bit of CO2 building up right here because of this little protective barrier I put up. It's just kind of sitting in there and the oxygen's floating over the top of it. But as the oxygen falls down the ladder, it's going to accumulate right here, and then this algae will be able to work on it a little bit, heat it up. You can see the oxygen's already kind of forming down in here because of the algae somewhat. Or it's possible that it's just being pushed down there because of the pressure. Leaving a lot of copper ore down here, but we do have a lot of copper over here too, so I'm not too worried about the copper just yet. We can always try to go back and get it later if we have to. It's only a little bit of copper here. Okay, our next duplicant is coming. We don't need the eggs, so we've got somebody for tidying, which we don't need. We've got another scientist, which we don't need. We're going to need somebody who can operate machines, yes, and cuisine. Night owl, good. Can't do digging. Well, that's okay. We've got diggers. Falls asleep periodically is kind of bad, but the buff strength is kind of okay. All right, this is kind of an interesting Camille person to bring along. And Camille, like I said, is she's got good strength. She likes to do that kind of stuff. However, I do think we need somebody who can cook. But she's going to be doing cooking. She's going to be our chef. Doesn't like to dig, but she does have other talents. So that's a good reason to bring her along. Actually, Gossman really loves tidying and supplying and storing as far as his skill set goes, so we're going to make sure he does that. We want her to cook most of all, but the other stuff is good. Supplying and tidying and things are good too. Also operating, running the machines and so on. Camille's happy to be part of our team. And how's our food holding out here? Yeah, we still got some left. We can make some mush, which is basically turning dirt and water into food. Pretty horrible. They hate it, but it will keep them alive. this out and see what that is. No, we can't. Oh, maybe somebody can dig it. We do have diggers now, I think. Yep. Let's see what that is. Maybe it's a piece of food. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is pretty much done. We just need to clean it up. Let's just sweep all this up, get that all out of there. We can start putting polluted water in there. Oh, yeah, we do need to set our night owls into the night shift. That includes Camille, and she does need a bed too. Set the research. Advanced research. Going for the advanced research. Nobody can do it yet, I think. Well, Camille might be able to. Gotta go to the bathroom? We'll go to the bathroom. It's open. Delivering some dirt to the workstation because it needs dirt to operate. At least I think it does. Yeah, well, it has dirt in it. Maybe they used it to store the dirt. I don't know. Well, got a hole here now. His stuff has collapsed slightly. Some of that sand falls down. I think that's that mod falling sand. Camille's happily charging our battery here. And he's pretty happy about our manual generator. See what's buried here. Muckroot, that's good. Keeps our food reserves up as we're doing other stuff. We need some more of these storage bins, so I'm going to build a bunch of these. Producing about half, well, about 60-70% of the oxygen that we need. And that's okay, we've still got oxalite working. The diffuser's at max pressure too, so... Plenty of space for them to store now. Go ahead and clean out that thing so we can start dropping our water in there. There's lots of good stuff down here. Rock, sand, dirt, some granite, copper. Want to get that out of there before we start dumping a whole bunch of polluted water down there. It makes it hard for them to get it out. It looks like oxygen. You can kind of see how it separates. Oxygen sits on top of natural gas, which sits on top of carbon dioxide. So our natural gas is kind of sitting right here, and our terrarium is having a little bit of mix of between oxygen and natural gas. That natural gas will float up as the CO2 comes down once we eventually break through to something up here, for example. Plumbing, we're going to need later. Gas and so on we need later. We can research decor, the lights. Don't really need it right now. I want to get this rock out of here, so I'm going to set the priority a little high just to get these things out of here. Whoop! There we go. Tell everybody, just get that out of there. That's what you guys need to do. Clean that up. And we do need to build a compost pile here. I guess I could put it right by our outhouses. I'm gonna have to dig that out for the polluted dirt that's gonna be coming soon, because these things are filling up. I want another outhouse. And our, let's see, refinement, that is our compost pile. We'll put the compost pile right there because it's nearby where they're going to get the polluted dirt. I think it's okay for the bathroom to have that. You can check it. Let's see, restroom, bathroom, I don't know, latrine. Yeah. Wash station, toilet, no industrial machinery. Yeah, we don't have that, so that's okay to put the compost pile in there. That way when they have to empty the outhouse, it's got somewhere to put it. Right there in the compost. Which uses sand and then it just turns polluted dirt into regular dirt. Got some more muck root. Abe's bringing it back. He's still pretty happy about the manual generator. I guess you would be happy if you had electricity. Even if you had to run on a wheel to get it, right? I'm not going to do any research right now. I'm just going to let them try to finish up their task that they're on. Set these to priority 4 just in case they fill up. We don't want them to be out of order. Once they're full, they can't be used. Everyone's grabbing dirt, sandstone, all this stuff. Gotta clean this out. battery's... Okay, almost full. Get off there. You don't need to be doing anything. No one's needing the battery too much right now. I don't think the oxygen diffuser's working too hard. Food's still holding out a little bit. Why are they grabbing stuff over here? Get down here and get this stuff. You got plenty of places to put it. Keeps getting some water for something. For the algae terrarium. Why are they grabbing this sandstone and not the high priority stuff that I told them to sweep up? I guess it is a tidying thing and this is a carry. I don't know if it's tidy. Storing. Maybe it's a storing thing and I'm telling them to tidy. We'll give Abe some attack here. He likes to fight. And Camille as well. And Lyra, I don't know, we'll leave Lyra at neutral. Alright, so Abe's down here doing his good work again. Quite a bit of heavy stuff down here actually, so he's... And it's a long haul up and down that ladder. There is a faster way to get around, and I think there's the pole, and we would like to get that eventually. I'm trying to see where that is. That pole is right here, Refined Innovation. So we're kind of on our way there. And we've got our full outhouse here. So they'll just take that, empty it, and then dump it into the compost pile here. And kick up the speed a little bit. Tell them to hurry up. Clean that up down there. They're working on it. Just a lot of dirt. Attribute increase. Well, I guess there's just automatically increase that one. Athletics, yeah, because they keep running up and down. Okay, well, actually right here I want to do go like this. We'll speed it up. I want to finish this off so that we can move on to the next project. probably dig this out too. They're still picking up the rock. They know that I wanted that. Now they figured it out. Oh, he wants this rock? Alright. Let's get this out of here before we screw it up with the nasty polluted water. I very much over-engineered this little part right here. Alright, so it's pretty much done. Go ahead and turn this on, and we're going to drop the polluted water down here. Got a colony achievement. Have at least one toilet for every and a bed for every duplicant, and construct a building outside the initial starting biome. Okay. Actually, don't care too much about this. Alright, because now they're starting to drip that water down there. Yeah, they're running through it. Yep. I think that water is probably not very healthy. Yeah, it's got bacteria, and now they're running around with bacteria on them. Which is what I didn't want them to do. Also don't necessarily want them to be down here too long, so they're picking stuff up. It's going to be polluted. Bad stuff for them to mess with. Guess I could have waited a little bit longer just to finish off that sandstone. Alright, now maybe you guys don't need to go down there anymore? That would be nice. Alright, so we now have our pit, and they are going to be emptying bottles. They put the bottles on here, and it drips down in, and that will fill up with polluted water all the way up, and then we'll eventually be able to drain that out and use that water for something else. So we have a lot of polluted water from them peeing everywhere. But and the algae will make it too. So as the water fills up, it'll push the gas up here. So actually I could you know, build off to the side here a couple algae terrariums to deal with that if it starts filling up with too much carbon dioxide, which is kind of the goal. Would like some carbon dioxide to flow down into this. CO2 is going to drop down in here, and it's also going to drop down here as it kind of settles down. So if we're going to go up into this CO2, I'll probably drop it right here so it comes right down this shaft, and then it'll spill down here where it can go into the algae and so on. So we'll see. A little bit of engineering involved here. Of course, it's just haphazard for the most part because, like I said, I haven't played this in so long. I'm going to be making all kinds of mistakes, so hopefully you guys bear with me. Thanks for joining. We do have a new log entry. Let's read that before we take off. It says, I've added a new entry to my geographical survey. The duplicants scout further out. I've begun to piece together a better view of our surroundings. Thanks to effort, I've determined that this planet has enough resources to settle a long-term colony, but something is off. I've also detected deposits of abyssalite and neutronium in this planet's composition, man-made elements that shouldn't occur in nature. Is this really the target location? So somewhere we're supposed to be? Are we even supposed to be here? What's going on? Is this totally an uninhabited planet? I don't know. We're about to find out. There's lots of stuff to explore and very dangerous zones we have to go into, but right now we're pretty safe in our little nook. We just need some food because we're very low on food right now, but that's okay. We'll be able to build that in the next episode. Thanks for joining. Have a great day. See you next time.